There are very few things in life that I found to be as beautiful as fall in the state of Michigan. As northerly winds sweep across Lake Superior, vibrant colors begin to flourish throughout the entire Great Lakes region in each and every deciduous forest. Change is inevitable and change is now imminent. I awoke just past 3 a.m. to the sound of violent waves crashing below my tent on the shoreline of Lake Superior. I can feel winter whispering through a hollow wind, leaving me no choice but to embrace the adrenaline. To me, this place is sacred, and to me, this place is paradise. Through the wind, waves, oak, and maples, we are not alone. Welcome back to another episode of Adventure Chasing. Come on, are we going for a ride? Are we going fishing? Are we going camping? Are we going hunting, bro? Yeah, man. Well, guys, welcome back to another episode. And I tell you what, I sure am excited for this trip. I'm going to be starting at my house here near Traverse City, Michigan, and heading all the way up to the Keweenaw Peninsula to the very tip, and we're gonna camp out for 3 nights along the Lake Superior shoreline. And I tell you guys what, I have been working my tail off, and I am in dire need of a trip like this, and I can't wait. But let's take a look at the truck here. I'm gonna show you all the gear that we're loaded down with, and we're gonna do a little bit of everything. So have our camera bag up here in the front seat. We come to the back. I have my 12 gauge in case we want to do, I don't know, maybe a little grouse hunting, maybe come across a duck or a goose or something, and have all my sleeping equipment, have my cooking stuff, heater, coffee pot, waders. We come to the back here, have the grill, have my surf rods, have my float rods. We're gonna do a little surf fishing, maybe stomp up the banks of a stream or two, and we have the wood stove, we have a wall tent, and yeah, we're just loaded down for bear and ready for an adventure. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. I can't wait to see what this trip has in store. I hope you enjoy this episode. Let's get on the road and go see what's in store. All right, guys. Well, the 8-hour road trip begins right now. We made it through Traverse City and we are now in Gaylord, stopping at Jay's. Now the whole trick to coming into this place is to get in and get out as quickly as you can before you go broke. The adventure awaits. Gosh, this place is dangerous here. I think I'm gonna get a couple of these little chartreuse spinners. We'll throw for some coho maybe if we go into the river. That looks like a promising little bait. The blue fox is always a winner. We have some meps over here, but I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna behave here, guys. I'm not gonna get too carried away. Okay, well, we're gonna be doing a little surf fishing on the shoreline of Lake Superior, so I'm gonna get stocked up on some pyramid sinkers here. I'm gonna get some 3-ounce weights just in case it's really rough, which it looks like it's probably gonna be. The wind looks like it's gonna be 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30, maybe even 40. So if that's the case, we're gonna need some heavy weight to keep our bait out there in the lake. We're gonna get stocked up on a little bit of fishing supplies. I gotta go get my hunting license, get some shotgun shells, and then we're gonna hit the road, and the next stop will be the Mighty Mac. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been crossing the Mackinac Bridge my entire life, and still to this day, every time I cross it, it just absolutely takes my breath away. So beautiful and just an amazing staple here in the great state of Michigan. But we're across the bridge, we're in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Oliver's ready to go out and play a little ball, stretch his legs, maybe take a pee, and then we're gonna hit the road north to the Keweenaw. Well, you know, you just can't come to the UP and not get a Clyde's burger. We had to swing through Clyde's, get the Triple C. I asked the waitress if there was one burger that would represent Clyde's, and she recommended the Triple C, so that's what we're doing. All right, here we go, baby. The Triple C, breaking her out. I tell you what, this thing has some weight to it. All right, here we go. The Triple C, baby, and oh My gosh, check that out, guys. Does that look absolutely incredible? Ketchup, mayonnaise, dill pickle, tomato, lettuce, and onion. Let's give it a taste test. There's just nothing like a Clyde's burger, and I think Oliver agrees. Messy, I might have to vacuum out the car after this, but you know what? Worth every bite. All right, well, we have just arrived here in Germfast, Michigan. We're actually right on the Manistique River right now, and this is pretty much the beginning of the Keweenaw National Wildlife Refuge. And for those of you who know me, you know that this is where I'm from, and my roots run deep in this area. But we're gonna stretch our legs, I'm gonna fly the drone, and then we're gonna hit the road. We still have about 3 more hours to go until we reach the Keweenaw Peninsula, where we're gonna set up camp tonight. And my goal is to travel about 10+ miles down a 2-track until we reach the mouth of a river, where we're gonna set up camp for the next 3 days and do some fishing along the Lake Superior shoreline. Wow. Well, we left my house at 10 a.m. this morning, and it is now 11:59, 1 minute before midnight, and we have arrived at our location here. And guys, check this out. This is absolutely beautiful. I know you can't see it through the GoPro probably, but the stars are out so bright, and Lake Superior is just down over this bluff here. I'm sure you can hear the waves lapping in, and I can't tell you how excited I am to be here right now. All right, well, I have to say, I didn't think I'd see the time where this moment came. But our camp is established here, and we are all ready to rock for the next few days. We have our surf rods put together here, guys. I'm gonna get them rigged up first thing in the morning, have our cooler for food, and we come inside the tent here, have a nice stack of firewood. I'm gonna split some kindling and get a ripping hot fire going. It's about, I'd say 38 degrees right now. And then over here I have my chair for chilling, have a side table put up just for tying spawn and putting things together. I have Oliver's bed in the corner, my bed set up right here, who's being utilized. Over in the corner here, have another side table with just some miscellaneous items. Have Oliver's food box, some other cooking food equipment over here. And then we'll come outside and let's go take a look what's right out our front door here, guys. This is just such an awesome setting, man. I know you probably can't see it in the GoPro, but the stars are out so bright right now. And we come down here, and Lake Superior is lapping in some beautiful waves, and somebody is very happy, very excited to be here. But look at this. This is so awesome, just so relaxing, so rejuvenating, as they would say. And I cannot wait for the next few days here. But I'm gonna hop inside, get a fire going, and get some sleep. I'm absolutely exhausted. I was gonna get the fishing equipment put together tonight, but just too darn tired. But he's not. Well, I know many of you have seen me fish like this in previous videos, but for those of you who don't know, I'm going to show you the rig here. So I'm running a 9'6" medium action. This is a Nova tackle rod, has a good backbone. I have 20-pound test braid with a swivel on my main line right there, and I have a 2-ounce pyramid sinker. And you can see I have a barrel swivel tied with a little bead to stop my swivel. You can see how that's rigged up. Then I come down, I have a leader, about a 4-foot leader of 10-pound test fluorocarbon, 2 little split shot about a foot up above the hook, and these are fresh salmon eggs tied in a mesh netting that creates the ball. And we're gonna cast it out there, guys, and see if we can get something to come bite it this morning. I'm gonna wade out here slowly as far as I can, This is perfect surf conditions. This river water's getting pushed right to us. The northeast wind is pushing the river channel right along the shoreline here. And this is perfect conditions. And Mr. Oliver might be going back in the tent here in a little bit because he is out and about here with me this morning. You take a big poop? Did you take a big poop? Yeah, baby, got a good poop in this morning. Oh yeah, I saw you up there and I smell it too. All right, well, I have 2 rods out. That's all I have rigged up. But you know what? In my eyes, if something's gonna bite, 2 is gonna be just plenty. And if we get some bites, we'll go from there. But man, this is stunning. I'm gonna break out the big camera, maybe fly the drone. This is unbelievable, so beautiful. Guys, I just had a bite. I got the drone in the air and I just had a bite. Oh my gosh. 100% just had a bite on this rod. Oh my gosh, this drone is way out there right now. Oh yeah, there's a fish out there, guys. We're just gonna let him take it, man. We're here for groceries too, baby. We get a nice fish, we'll put him right on that wood stove later. That's for sure, so hey. Look at, he knows what fish on means, don't you, buddy? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Just get the coolest drone shot right now, though, guys. I don't want to mess up, and that rod's getting bit. The fish spit the hook, man. But you know what? I'll be able to look back at those drone shots and these memories the rest of my life. And if I have to sacrifice 1 bite to get that, that's okay. But look at this. Completely flattened my bag, man. That was definitely a decent fish. He was thumping that rod for probably about 2 minutes and just couldn't do anything about it. That's how it goes. Yeah, baby. Yeah, bud. Oh my gosh, this thing is out there so far, guys. I found a sandbar where I could get out here even farther, and I got this sucker way out there. We are covering some water now. Hi, buddy. He is just having the time of his life.
Man, crispy bacon, chocolate chip pancake, couple eggs, a jumbo cup of coffee. We'll be ready for the day here. All right, here we go. Chocolate chip pancake with some homemade maple syrup. But right now, the wind is kicking up. It's blowing at about 20 miles per hour steady out of the north, with gusts probably up to 30 miles per hour or more, and the waves are really building. So I have a feeling when we come back to camp here later this evening, there could be some giant waves crashing in right below our tent here. It might be a pretty interesting night, but nevertheless, we'll have a story to tell.
Attaboy.
Wouldn't you know it, the plan has changed once again. Once I got some service, I looked at my phone and did a little bit more research on the area I wanted to go to on the tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula, and it definitely looks like I'm gonna need a full day to do everything I want to do up there. So I decided to devote today to just fishing, and then tomorrow we're gonna do some serious adventuring. But check out this stream I'm at here, guys. Just absolutely beautiful. Look at this little waterfall trickling down here, and there's a big hole out here that has about, I would say, 1 to 2 dozen coho in it. When I first walked up, they got a little spooky, so I just kind of stepped back. I'm gonna let them calm down, and then I'm gonna start drifting some floats with salmon eggs and beads over them and see if I can get a bite.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get rigged up here. I'm just running a light shot pattern to a small float. I'm gonna be floating just a small bag of salmon eggs here. This is just an absolutely beautiful place. So these waterfalls are so gorgeous. Fish, guys, got one, baby, got one. Oh my gosh, I think it's a big brown. I think it's a big brown, guys. I think it's a big brown. Oh my gosh, it is, guys. It is. It's a big brownie. It's a big brownie. Oh my goodness gracious, I cannot believe this. Oh, it's a beautiful brown, baby. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna see if I can beach it right up in here underneath this waterfall. Oh my goodness, Oliver, nobody. Wow, guys, look at this, Oliver, no. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this brown trout. Oh my gosh, that thing is absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that just happened.
Check out that football of a brown trout, guys. On my second cast, I cannot believe that just happened. Just a beautiful fish. I'm gonna get him right back in the water here.
All right, guys, we're gonna send him on his way here. There we go, nice healthy release. And there he goes, back down into the hole, man. We got one, Ollie, buddy, we got one. We're gonna get our fire going here, guys, get this tent warmed up. It's about, I would say it's probably about 44 degrees right now, so it's definitely gonna be pretty chilly here tonight. I want to get a ripping hot fire going, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna smoke these ribs right on top of the wood stove here. I have this stovetop smoker, and this is how we're gonna cook these ribs, and they're gonna turn out fantastic.
Okay, well, the first step is I'm gonna cut this rack of ribs, probably in thirds, just so it fits on the smoker nice. Then I'm gonna take my seasonings here. I'm gonna start off with this mesquite rub. I'm gonna put a nice generous layer on each side, and I'm just gonna massage it into the meat, just add some flavor into those ribs. And then, last but not least, I'm just gonna add a nice layer of salt on top. Okay, now guys, I just added a small handful of these cherry wood chips. I picked up this bag of wood chips at Jay's. I just added a small handful here, and now I'm gonna add the ribs on top of those wood chips. So those wood chips are gonna sear in the bottom of that pan, and that is gonna create smoke. Okay, we gotta check it out here, guys. Take a look here. Oh My goodness, look at that. I cannot wait to tear into those, baby. Let's get a close-up, guys. Those look absolutely delicious, and after the day we had, it's gonna hit the spot. All right, it's go time, baby. Look at that plate of ribs, guys. I am going to demolish these ribs. I cannot wait. Let's give them a try here. Stovetop smoker on top of the wood stove out here at camp on the shoreline of Lake Superior. I tell you what, I sure am exhausted, man. I am absolutely tired. I let these smoke for probably about 2 hours or so, and now let's give them a try. I got the gloves on, got a roll of paper towel. I'm ready to get down and dirty with this plate of ribs, baby. I don't have words for how good this tastes right now. I know I'm starving, but man, great smoky flavor. That mesquite rub tastes so good. I just absolutely smashed that entire rack of ribs. And I'm about to go into a food coma now. But that's okay. We're gonna sleep in tomorrow morning. We're gonna get some good sleep tonight. Oliver's been sleeping for about the last 2 or 3 hours. And we're gonna get ready to go adventure to the tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula. But look at that. That's a plate of dead ribs, baby. We're gonna get some sleep, and we will see you guys bright and early in the morning. I'll tell you what, it was a pretty interesting night. I was hoping the wind would die down overnight, but it definitely just increased. I would say it's blowing at about 30 miles per hour steady right now, with gusts at 250. And we got Mr. Lovable this morning, and yeah, to say the least, I'm definitely not starting a fire. When it gets super windy like that, the wind just kind of back swirls and blows right down the pipe, and it just makes it impossible to start a fire. So we're just gonna get up here, get in the truck, and get ready for the adventure today. We're gonna drive up all the way to the tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula and cross that off my bucket list. Okay, well, I just stopped off here quick in Houghton, Michigan, and right behind me is the Portage Lift Bridge, and this bridge connects Houghton and Hancock, which is the farthest north that I've ever been in Michigan. And I tell you what, guys, the colors are out in full bloom, and I cannot wait to see what we're gonna find here on the tip of the Keweenaw. I've been wanting to come here all my life, and today we're making it happen and crossing it off the bucket list. Okay, guys, so I just pulled off on the side of the road here, and there's a map of the entire Keweenaw Peninsula. Check this out. This is pretty darn cool. I'm going to show you guys exactly where we are, which is right here. So we're on Highway 41, and we're going to travel Highway 41 all the way up the coast. We're going to pass Eagle River, past Copper Harbor. Now let me come up here and show you our final destination. So right where Highway 41 begins, which is right where my finger's at, just outside of Copper Harbor, there's a 2-track, it looked like, that runs right along the edge of this lake all the way to the shoreline of Lake Superior, where we'll be able to see Manitou Island. And that is our final destination this evening. Then we're going to hop back on 41. After we're done, we're going to travel Highway 41 all the way back, and then my buddy Jay told me that there's a great local place to eat right here in Eagle River, which where we're going to end up later this evening. So we definitely have our adventure cut out for us, and I am absolutely thrilled to keep going. Let's hit the road. Okay, well, we have just arrived here in Copper Harbor, Michigan. Come on, buddy. Get out and stretch our legs a little bit. And we are at the beginning of US Highway 41, which is probably one of, if not the most historic highway in all of the United States. Let's take a little look here, guys. This is such a cool spot, and if you're thinking what I'm thinking, I think a great idea for a future adventure would be to start here at the beginning of Highway 41 and go all the way to Miami, Florida. Well, look at this. How cool is this? We're at the very tip of the peninsula, right where my finger's at. And look at here, guys. Highway 41 runs all the way south, all the way across the whole United States, down to Miami, Florida. Early Indian footpaths became the trails for explorers, missionaries, and fur traders who came to carve out homes in Michigan's wilderness. The early settlers began to widen and improve these trails, which became the majority of Michigan's primary road system. US 41 starts its southbound journey here, crossing 8 states, which include Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Georgia, and ending in Miami, Florida, a distance of 1,990 miles. Our journey begins off the beaten path. The pavement ends, the dirt road begins, and we have a long ways to go to get to where we're gonna end up here this evening, guys. But this has been an incredible trip. We just came through Copper Harbor, and let me tell you, there were all kinds of people fishing there. I stopped and talked to a couple locals, and it sounds like they get coho and splake this time of year. So I definitely think there's gonna be an adventure up here again in the near future. Well, we have arrived at the very tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula. My entire life, I've wanted to stand exactly where I'm standing right now and look out over Lake Superior. And you know what? I can finally check that off the bucket list. I had to come back in off the lakeshore a little bit just because the wind is absolutely howling. But I tell you guys what, this place is incredibly beautiful, and there are so many areas that you could camp back here, and I know what is in store for a future adventure. Camping right in this particular location. Well, I have drove the entire shoreline all the way from Copper Harbor to now Eagle River, and I tell you guys what, it was absolutely beautiful. I pulled off at a ton of different scenic outlooks, and I just wish I had more time here, man. 2 full days was not enough time to adventure and to fish the Keweenaw Peninsula, but we will be back. I've done some good recon now, and I'll have a lot of great ideas to come back and explore when I get the chance to get up here again.